What's on the agenda today?
Hi YouTube. We got a tractor with a coolant leak. I think we're going to take the hood off and try and figure out where it's coming from.
Oliver 160.
1600. With a cab.
So he lost my original tripod and magnet mount, so I had to buy another one.
No, he didn't.
Huh?
It's right there.
That's what I made, my new one.
How can you blame me for that?
Blaming you is fun. Alright, so I'm going to take these bolts out, all of these. And then do the other side. And I'll be back. So you want to get the hood and side panels off so you can see what's going on here. With the leak, where it's coming from, so we can fix it. Help get that back one out.
There. There, I got it.
Pretty sure I got it. Right?
Whatever.
All right, so here's what we got. We see a leak, some leakage going up here.
Upper radiator hose.
And with it being so high like that, all it takes is for it to run down the hose and for the fan to grab it. I can see a drip there right now, ready to drip. So it could run down the hose and give you a false reading on the thermostat housing. So if it's just that, that isn't the worst, but we don't know for sure. The first thing we'll do is start there. It's definitely the hose because it's coming, like there's a seam right here, but it's coming above that. It's right under the hose. So we'll start with that, huh?
Yep.
So what do you want to do? Drain her down and then take the hose off and see what we got going on, if it's just dirty.
Yeah. So we gotta find a drain valve.
The drain is over here for the block and for the, oh, you should just need this one. You don't have a little neck on yours. You should replace this one with a neck. I have a hose I bought for mine that fits on there, but I don't have that neck on it.
No.
But I guess the messy way is to just let it drain and catch it wherever it falls off the frame.
Looks like the mud dauber's got that hole plugged.
Alright, so we got the hose off. And we are going to have to clean these up a little bit. More than just wiping it. Here's the hose. But we also see, let's see here, you see that wet spot there? And it's wet up there too. So I don't know if that got moved around from when it got put in here and the fan kind of blew it. I don't know. So we're just going to start with the hose and go from there. We'll clean this up here and that. Try it and see what it does. If it leaks again, then we got more issues.
Many months later.
So what we got going on here?
Hi YouTube. My radiator was leaking.
Is this clown world or what?
Clown world? Why?
Well, you didn't cover the exhaust and
I forgot.
there's a bunch of water in that engine oil.
I don't think so. But it don't do no favors to the head.
No, I don't know how much it rained. I think we should leave this in here.
Yeah, well, it gets scraped.
No, after
After
we put the housing on.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you want my job all screwed up or what?
All right, you want to explain what he found on the radiator? Or what he had to do?
He had to take the top tank off. And I had some pores leaking. And then he routed them all out
Which means they were plugged, right?
at the bottom. A bunch of crap in them.
That's probably why it was running hot, and then when you would run a thermostat, it would run hot.
Yeah,
Right.
something wasn't right. He said the bottom ones were plugged bad. So it couldn't circulate.
Yeah, it just ain't gonna cool if you only have part of the fins working for you.
Right.
You gotta get around this, huh?
Gotta set a little nub. How do I do that?
Yeah, this don't have much give.
No.
Unless you take it off here, but you got it out, so there must be a way. There you go.
Fast, huh?
Yeah.
Now the top's in.
We're leaking.
Hmm?
We're leaking a little bit out of
Yeah.
the hose here.
I
Oh.
tested it.
Hoses don't look too bad. Well, actually, it's coming out of this one. Hoses don't look too bad, so we're gonna run them. So he's gonna work on this part. I'm gonna work on this. I really do think we should keep that rag in there, though. That would really get the heat built up in the engine.
Yeah, it sure would. Yep. You got that right.
I always got great ideas like that.
Yeah, you got such good ideas.
I mean, like, why have a lawnmower? Just buy some sheep.
Yeah, there's another one right there. Another good idea.
I try. All right, so I'm working on the thermostat here. This is a new one. The old one didn't look bad, but probably don't have much use on it, but it's getting a new one. I got it cleaned pretty good. This sits in here. And then this goes down here to seal it like this. It's nice if you can see, right? Something like this. I'm gonna have to try and get it. How did you do this last time? Did you just put this? You gotta put it upside down. It worked best to flip the tractor over on its cab, and then you could,
Have gravity help.
yeah, gravity would keep this in.
Yeah.
See, I always have good ideas.
You ready to put that in?
Yeah, I think so. Here's the gasket. I gotta RTV it. I think I'm just gonna put this on the housing, and then throw this in here, and hopefully it finds its home.
You putting the old one or the new one?
This is the new one.
That's the new one?
That's the old one.
You gonna use that new gasket?
This one, yeah.
No. This part.
Yeah, it's got it in.
Oh, you got the new one. Okay.
I'm gonna hope that it's gonna find its home. If you just kind of put it like this, because how else do you do it?
You gotta wiggle it till you feel it in the groove.
Yeah, and you can't put this underneath it, because it has to sit in this groove here.
Yeah.
So this should go probably on the housing, on the block. I'll RTV that and then slap her on and see what happens.
Okay, so I can start putting that other side together?
Yeah. All right, so these are in. Just got this one left. One bolt's kicking your.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Still ain't right.
You gotta get it to go by hand. I should want to go, I would think.
If
Cold fingers and all. Let's see if it'll go without that. It doesn't go very easy. I don't have that tap either. It's a 5/16. Okay, time for this thing. Let's see if I can get you. Somewhat of a view.
this side.
Alright. The RCD does not want to come up the top here. I'm going to just smear it on like this. It's also not very warm out, is it?
No.
Alright, so there is that. I'll stick the gasket to it. And something like this. Now I'll do that side. You know what you're getting for Christmas?
What?
Some RTV and a sheep.
A sheep?
Yeah.
What's the sheep for?
So you can sell your lawnmower. Remember we talked about that.
Oh. A sheep. Boy, this is nice and solid now. And okay,
Yeah.
I gotta get some in, I freeze.
Things are getting cold now. It's really damp out. It's like 40, but it's damp and there's a wind here. Why are we working here? Because, well, that's where it's parked. Okay, I'm gonna try and get this put in. I wonder if I should have grease on that. It probably wouldn't hurt. I think he's got grease out here too. Alright, so just film with grease. Just enough to get the GoPro full and my fingers full and everything else. Alright, so let's get him in here. And what this actually does, if you don't know, is it stops the coolant from going through the radiator, the top here, and cooling until this gets warm enough, then it starts opening. And it will open, I believe, in the internal part here. You can actually test them by putting them in an old kettle, not grandma's good kettle, but an old one. Put it in water and boil it, and it should open up all the way. If it doesn't, then, well, it should open at the temperature that it's made for. If it doesn't, then it's not that good. You can test an old one like that too. Alright, I'm gonna hope that this works here. I might have to just, yeah, I'm gonna have to just set this guy here. And then hopefully he finds his home. I think he will. I think I should whine a little bit more about the cold too. What do you think? Well, I tapped these holes, so they should be good. We will know if we have leakage going on after we start it up. My dad's got the radiator on, so that is one step closer. I can actually move that thing too, make sure that it's in where it belongs. I think it'll find its place though. Let's get these bolts down to where they're starting to pull. Alright, now I'll tighten her up. After you work on stuff for a while, you realize that if you know the bolt size, it's generally A 3/8 bolt's gonna be a 9/16 head, unless it's like a heavy duty head. But generally, if you get them in a hardware store, it's gonna be 5/16 bolt's gonna be 1/2 inch. 1/4 inch bolt's gonna be 7/16. And that helps a little bit when you get to know them, because you can kind of know your tap size and stuff, and grab the right tools. And I don't know that black, this stuff is adhesive sealant, not the right stuff that I wanted, but I would have had to run to the store, and it should work. It just might not be easy to get off next time, but it's cast iron, not cast iron, so I don't want to be too worried about it. Alright, the hard part's done. Now I gotta put the hose on from here to here, and we're gonna use the same one because it's really not in bad shape. Just looks a little crappy, but I'll clean this up a little bit here, and I'll put grease in it. Was it like this, the hose? Was the hose like this, or was it like this? Because there's not a whole lot of difference. I think the other way, huh? Yeah, it's got more of a kink this way. The shorter part here.
Whichever way looks better.
The shorter part here, I think. Yeah, that looks better.
So I guess start putting juice in.
Yeah, once I get these tight. Ouch. That one's a screwdriver.
Oh, I think the radiator's gonna fill first.
Yeah, well, I'll be done by the time you start. Okay. And now this guy. I know, my hand's in the way. Alright. That is good. No, if it doesn't leak. Should be good. If we have no leaks, we are good. I'm gonna start cleaning up the tools.
Okay.
So far it's looking good. Hey, what you doing here?
Oh, I have part of the muffler stayed on the pipe. I gotta get it off.
Oh yeah. Alright, well, we'll get the new muffler. Alright. Let's see here. I think it's connecting. I don't know if it's...
I show nothing.
Maybe it's not. Okay, I don't think it is. Alright, we're finishing in the dark. Put a different battery in, one that we know is good. Well, let's see what it'll do. The gas smells pretty bad, but there she goes. fuel, huh?
Think?
Oh, you're running the choke?
Yeah. But I don't know how much to choke it.
I don't, it seems like it doesn't need it anymore, huh?
I've been taking it off and putting it on a little bit. It ain't out of gas, so boy, it don't look very good.
No, it doesn't. I could smell it when it was trying to start. Smelling like ass. I mean gas.
Yeah. Then I let the clutch out, she stops.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold.
Come on, you.
No, she's running pretty good. The lights work on here, huh?
Yep.
Let's go drive it around.
I should if she's warming up the bowl.
Alright, I got the gas shut off. We do have a leak here. So maybe that clamp needs to be higher. Seems pretty minor though. I'll wait till it quits here. Look at that, guys. Frosty the snowman. Alright, as I was saying, that top hose. Are you getting, that one has a gauge, right, for coolant?
Yep.
Is it showing up that it's cooling?
It went pretty high, and then the thermostat opened and it dropped.
Okay.
Now I
then-
was waiting for it to climb again.
So then it should be working.
Should be, seems to be. Yeah, now it opened. Now she dropped way down.
So the radiator should be warm then.
Yep. I think she ran low enough for today.
Well, it probably didn't circulate much through it. The radiator's still cool, but I had to get rid of that leak up there.
She didn't run long enough
No,
to warm the radiator up.
if you just got it to open, it ain't gonna.
But it warmed the block up.
Yeah, it's a start. See, we got a little leakage going on. I think the light's gonna be flickering in the video. See, we got a little bit of coolant leak here, but maybe tighten that clamp up tighter.
Did you,
I did grease it.
you greased it?
I greased both, but there was a little bit of rust on that one,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Well, she ain't leaking much.
probably just tighten that up. I didn't want to tighten it with it running because the fan's right there.
You got a screwdriver on you?
No, but that's pretty minor.
Yeah.
As long as they don't leak down here on the
Yeah, the hosing.
bottom part where that gasket is, then that's minor up there.
I'm gonna go get the gator. There's a screwdriver on there.
You getting her tighter? How tight was it?
It wasn't very tight.
Well, your son screwed up then, didn't he? Huh?
Well, he did his best.
You're bashed.
He did his best, but
You're bashed.
I got quite a bit on it.
As Sean Connery would say. You know what he'd say about that? Although I can't really talk that good because I'm cold.
He'd say, my books all fell
No.
down. I
He'd
blame
say-
it on myself.
He said, "You're bashed. Losers whine about their best. Winners go home and have coyest with the prom queen."
Let's get out of this cold. Now I'm close to the toolbox.
Yes. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.